great power comes great respect.
Stop! He's had enough.
No! He tried to kill me. He tried to kill you. And he is gonna keep trying unless somebody...
Look, I get it. Trust me. But look, you don't want to be like him. People look up to you. Don't throw that away.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking kill Jake before this is all over.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
Oh, Cody, you hinder your own life.
Dude, why would Jake...
Stop! You can't even speak, idiot.
I hate you with my whole heart.
Good.
Yes. This episode is brought to you by hate and anger.
Hatred.
Pure hatred.
Yeah.
Though what we're talking about doesn't have a lot of hate in it.
No, it's actually a pretty hate-free. Ooh, it is friendly. Yeah.
And it is hate-free.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been hate-free since 93.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey.
No.
He ain't got that. Anthony, you've been a hater before.
Of course.
Dude, I've been full of hate since 88, dog.
Yeah, Jake doesn't stop hating.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I didn't hate the show. I loved it, actually.
Yeah, I loved it too. I mean, dude, should we do something crazy and give it our Joe Peasies now?
Whoa, upfront peasies?
Whoa, Peasies off the top.
Peasies off the grip.
Yeah.
And summon Satan to start the episode? You're going to do that to my body? Usually it has to build up inside of me, but hey.
Hey, man, let's go crazy.
I'm giving it a 6.
Ooh.
Guess what? I'm giving it a 6.
Ooh. Yeah, you know I'm giving it a 6 too. I'm the biggest Spider-Man fan on this podcast, so it's a...
Whoa.
What was that?
Satan, you're blowing your mind.
Sounds like the Beatles are fucking up over there.
The Beatles.
Wow, you guys really blew your load early for Satan.
You know how we do. This shit was just too hot fire for us not to say it.
Yeah, it was definitely it was undeniably fun.
Yeah, exactly. And really easy to watch.
Yeah, very palatable. I would say aside from check out our X-Men 97. I'd say aside from X-Men 97, this might be like the best project Marvel's done and like one of the best animated superhero shows that really like capture the spirit of a superhero and a comic book. You know, I've seen it a lot.
Is this why you summoned me? So I can listen to a nerd talk?
Sorry, that's a good point.
This is why I come at the end of the episode. I don't even hear this shit.
That's a good point, Satan. I'm sorry, man.
Satan, we were just so excited.
We were excited.
You're gonna get worse in hell. Just for this. You really pissed me off.
We were
never
just too
do.
hyped for this.
Yeah, sorry, Satan. I was being selfish.
We apologize, Satan.
But that's something you understand, don't you, big guy?
Oh.
He left. He's pretty pissed off.
Well,
Can't believe you pissed off Satan, but yeah, I agree with everything you said, Cody. Satan be damned.
Ooh.
I think the only other thing that has captured the essence of a comic book so well, as far as visually, is Ang Lee's The Hulk, of course.
But wait, did we even say what we're talking about?
Oh, shit. No, we did.
We gave the score before the introduction of the...
That's the first.
We're all
Wow,
over the place today.
Historic.
Historic.
Well, today we are discussing Disney Plus's Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes.
The new animated show. This is Comics and Chronic. Once again, you already know who's here. It's Jake FH, Cody Cannon, Anthony Iannaccio. And this was a really dope show. Really easy to watch and binge too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I binged the fuck out of it. Once I liked it, I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't want to stop watching for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Such a great New York City, and
It actually looked like Queens. Like it looked like the neighborhood I was living in Queens
yeah.
for a little while. And I was like, wow, okay, that's like, okay, the animation right away. I like the animation a lot.
Animation was great.
Animation's awesome.
It was like a cool mix between like very modern shit, but then like their faces looked like the old school 1960s. Like especially Peter's
Yeah.
face would look like the old 1960s comics.
I agree.
Yeah, it was dope.
And then there was even moments where it made it look like a comic, which
Yeah.
was going back to Ang Lee's Hulk. I know that wasn't a joke when you
It
said
wasn't
that.
a joke. Ang Lee's Hulk did do it first, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
so you guys
exactly.
could put some respect on it.
Oh.
Sorry, I feel about Ang Lee's Hulk, and I feel like my opinion is actually way more justified. How
I
you
know what
feel
you're gonna say.
about how you feel about Ben Affleck Daredevil?
Yeah. Yeah. One is obviously a masterpiece, and you know which one.
Yeah, the only one who fucking won an Oscar for Brokeback Mountain, Ang Lee, who directed
Yeah.
Daredevil.
And
What was
which one has Bring Me to Life by Evanescence?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Who
Tell that
directed-
to every teenager in 2003.
Who directed Daredevil?
Who directed Daredevil? Obviously, it was.
You don't even know. You're Googling right now.
I'm not even Googling. My hands are up here. I don't care who directed it. I love that movie.
It was a piece of shit.
I would say I side with Jake on I prefer Hulk to Daredevil.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey. Listen, it's just where we're going to have to disagree. But know what? Daredevil did make an appearance in this show. Sorry.
That's true.
To Blade?
No, Blade.
Do I
Blade.
prefer Hulk? No, Blade, of course.
Yeah.
Blade is the best movie out of all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite movie out of all those is Daredevil.
Whoa.
My favorite would be Blade.
Yeah.
Even better than the masterpiece of Ang Lee's Hulk. Is that what you're saying?
Have we covered Blade?
Not by no, we
Yes.
should. Oh, with
No, we did.
well, we
Brian
barely
Edward
talked
Hill.
about it. I feel like.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can do our own Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, like, we can do whatever the fuck we want, like you said
Yeah,
the last
True. And I still have the fucking song in here.
time.
Dude, the blood rain.
Yeah, dude.
That was a great episode, the Blood Rain episode. Wouldn't that have been crazy if Peter just walked into like the school
That would
and
be
then, like there's
sick.
what's going on here?
Dude, I loved the world building. I loved the villains.
Yes. I love the twist on the MCU.
Yeah, really cool twists. I really liked also taking these like, dude, like Tombstone, fucking Lonnie Lincoln. Really like. I didn't even know like that he was going to become until the gang leader was like, "What's up, Tombstone?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, that's." And I felt so bad the whole time. I was like, this poor kid, like saving his brother, getting roped into the gang life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're seeing the evolution of Tombstone. It's pretty cool.
Which is also cool because he's not even really like that big of a Spidey villain. Like he's
No.
always more like henchman level or like
Street level.
like street level, like B tier. He's
Yeah.
never like a true major threat.
I'd even go as far as C tier.
Oh, wait. But yeah, so I just like the fact that they like took this character and was like, all right, we're gonna make him a central focus.
Yeah.
thought
I
was
like
pretty
that.
cool.
And I like how he really like because Norman Osborn is the stand-in for Tony Stark, who Tony Stark was for him in the MCU, who Uncle Ben
Yeah.
could have been.
Yeah, the
Um,
Uncle Ben Unimind.
The Uncle Ben Unimind. But he doesn't tell him with great power there must come great responsibility.
Says respect.
You know?
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
fucked up.
So like he has a different philosophy, I guess, and it's Lonnie Lincoln who kind of tells him he doesn't say great power, great responsibility, but he's the one that stops him from killing Scorpion. You know, he's the
Yeah.
one that stops him from going over the edge, which I thought was really cool. Like so many cool twists that maybe a Spider-Man purist just might not like for purist reasons, especially his origin, which they completely change in this, which is cool, but it's just completely different.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's a new take.
It's a fresh take.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of just twist on really cool like all Spider-Man lore, movie
Yeah.
lore, and
I could
You know,
see this
comic.
like I think this sets a good precedent for Peter Parker's story for the next generation of kids, you know?
hell yeah. I thought, I don't know if this is going too far, if it's fair enough to say about the show, like how X-Men 97 like brought the X-Men back in a really cool way. Everyone was watching it. It was high quality. Like we finally have the X-Men back. I feel like Spider-Man has had a bunch of great animated stuff, especially Spider-Verse, but like I feel like this is a great new show and made me feel the same way watching it, you know, the way X-Men 97 did for X-Men. You know, they just got the character down perfectly. Like just so many things were right and clicked, you know?
Yeah. Dude, the Scorpion was awesome.
Yeah.
Scorpion was cool. I like that he was like a real big threat, you know, not just.
And he
like-
was still the MCU Scorpion, you know?
Yeah, old Mac Gargan.
Yep. And he had a gang, the Scorpions. That was cool.
Yeah,
I didn't like Rhino in this.
I did.
It just,
He's not Rhino yet. He has yet to put on like the Rhino shit, but you can tell he's gonna be Rhino.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
Or you meant the unicorn?
Yeah,
oh,
she
is that
was
who
the-
she was?
Yeah,
She was
she
the
wasn't
unicorn.
Rhino.
I've never heard of the unicorn even.
I'm not sure if she was made for the
I
show
feel
or
like
not.
I feel like she was made for this show.
Because he fights a lot of side villains.
Yeah. It's almost like he's building up to his main squad, you know?
Yes, because then they hit you with Doc Ock,
Yeah,
who looks
Doc
so
Ock.
comic accurate. I
Very
fucking loved
comic
it.
accurate.
Dude, one of the coolest looking Doc Ocks I've ever. Honestly, one of the
Yep.
best representations, I would say, since motherfucking Alfred Molina. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And they even reference that. Like Norman Osborn says something like he wouldn't be able to hold the power of the universe,
Yeah.
hold the power of the sun in the palm of his
Palm of
hand.
his hand.
Yeah.
I feel
He's
like
like,
they
no way.
also Norman and Doc Ock's relationship in this was very similar to the relationship in the video games, in the Insomniac Spider-Man video
Like
games.
disgruntled former
Former
coworkers.
co-workers, yeah.
Yeah.
And now rivals.
No, there were a lot of. You're absolutely right, Jake. I did get vibes of that, even to the point where, you know, skipping ahead to the end and how the symbiotes are involved. Like I could see Harry Osborn getting, you know, becoming Venom in the same way. You know, I could see Norman Osborn. You know,
Dude, Venom was pretty sick in this too.
yeah.
Or I think he was Venom, right? Like it was just like a.
It was just a
alien.
symbiote. Yeah.
A
Yeah,
symbiote. Yeah.
But like the symbiote, I don't know. I felt like that was kind of supposed to be like Venom-ish.
For all purposes, yeah, you could
Yeah.
call him Venom. I wouldn't say that's wrong, but like that was cool. Like first episode, we're getting Venom and Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange, yeah.
So cool with the yellow gloves, and I think it was Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, was that actually his voice, or
It
am
might
I?
have been.
Because I know he does What If.
That's true. I don't know. It probably was. I wouldn't be surprised.
By the way, this clears What If every season
Oh.
of What If.
Oh, no
Yeah.
question.
What if was not
Just putting
good?
that out there.
Like,
What
No.
if was not bussing?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
What if it's such a waste? Like it could have been really cool.
yeah.
I would say
But-
that I like both Marvel animated shows, 97 and this, better than any other Marvel shows.
Yeah, that's fair. They're up there for me now. Because I would say X-Men 97 is the top for me.
Did you like X-Men 97 better than this?
I think I did.
Yeah, I would still say that.
Interesting.
There's just some, it's just, I know they're kind of different.
They are different, but I feel like I don't know. There's some mitigating factors. I don't know if I did.
Mm.
X-Men 97 has like episode like the one where they go to Mondo World is kind of weak, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a weak episode.
Yeah, that was the weakest episode.
And then also X-Men 97, like to be a fan of it, you have to have watched the original X-Men shit.
Uh-huh.
And while it is a great show, it like leans heavily on like that nostalgia. Whereas like this, as we just said, is like for a new fandom of Spider-Man fans. And it did it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like you could be an 8-year-old kid and never hear of Spider-Man and show them this, and they'd be like, "Whoa!" Whereas like you show them X-Men 97, they're like, "Wait, what's going on? Who's you know what I mean?" Like there's just some backstory that has already happened. So I don't know.
That's fair. There's only one flaw to your logic, Jake, and it's that I'm not a baby. So
Yeah.
You could have
No, I
fooled
totally-
me with all the whining you did. Not a baby.
Oh.
No, but I don't know. I just feel like they're both great,
yeah,
but I feel like it's kind of different. Like this kind of stands on its own.
it does. I also felt like the show, and just to stay on What If for a second, it had like what if elements, meaning like without really saying it, it's like kind of like what if, for instance, Nico is his best friend instead of someone like Mary Jane or someone like
Yeah.
that. She's from the Runaways. I don't know if you've ever read Runaways, Brian K. Vaughan. Cody, if you haven't, please read it.
I'll do it.
Well, also her last name was O'Hara.
Nico's was?
Yeah, in the show.
I didn't notice that. That's usually not her last name.
Well, it was.
But she has some powers, obviously, and you saw that.
It was in this, and I thought of Spider-Man. You know, what's the
Oh,
29
Miguel O'Hara?
Yeah, Miguel O'Hara. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
her name was Nico O'Hara in this.
Maybe a
didn't realize
grandkid. Yeah.
That's no, see, okay, so that's another point. Like it's infusing a lot of Spider-Man lore in a really cool way.
Yeah.
And it's not the same origin. Like he gets bit during that in the parking lot during the fight with Venom and Doctor Strange
Yeah.
when a spider comes through a portal,
yeah.
you don't know where it's coming from. But we find that out later on, which is just this kind of like weird paradoxical, like
Yeah, it's bizarre.
we find out the spider.
Hey, Bane. It was
It's bizarre. The itsy bitsy spider. No, but we find out the spiders is made from Peter's blood that Norman Osborn was trying to make another spider.
Yeah.
But that spider is the one that makes Peter Parker at the beginning of the series coming through a Doctor Strange time portal thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an Ouroboros of Spider-Man. And no, that's cool. Like, it's just different and it still works, but like it's such a, everything is different. Like Norman Osborn is his Tony Stark. But he still has hot Aunt May, Marissa Tomei animated version.
Yeah, I
you
noticed
know,
that
like-
too.
Batty Aunt May.
Batty Aunt
Yeah.
May. Even as a cartoon, I was like, damn, she's hot.
Yeah, Aunt May could get it.
I'm a big fan of hot Aunt May. I think that's a good.
Yeah.
I think it's
one
a
of the
good. It's
best
one
things
of my
about the
favorite
MCU.
takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of hot Aunt May.
If they did one thing right, it was casting Marissa Tomei
Yeah.
as Aunt May.
Yeah, now she's gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, she
I forgot
died.
she died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed by the Goblin.
Ooh.
No Way Home was not bad. I liked it.
I think I need to rewatch it, honestly.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I think I have rewatched it, and it is still good. But I wonder if it will be as hyped for it if we were to rewatch it.
I don't know.
I give it a rewatch.
I'd give it a rewatch.
I know I was kind of somewhere like not giving. I don't think I gave it a 6. I don't remember.
I didn't.
What
I
we
didn't
gave
give it a 6.
Yeah, but you definitely liked it the least. But you are the Marvel hater, so it's only fair.
I don't know. Not as of late. Cody loved Captain America. Fucking
Oh yeah, you're right.
Brave New World or whatever.
And I love this. We did 6 off the grip.
6 off the grip.
You're right. And you know what? But this feels different from other MCU stuff. I just, like I said, I think it builds on MCU lore in a cool way. Like Civil War even is talked about in the background.
Yeah.
The
They're
Soviet
fighting
Accords.
Germany. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of. This is just like a very cool Marvel universe.
Yeah. Lots of Easter eggs if you're a fan.
Yeah.
Iron
Lots
Man
of
shows
Easter
up,
eggs.
but it's like a classic Iron Man armor.
I like
It's not
that.
the MCU armor. And the voice is really cool. It definitely still sounds like Robert Downey Jr. in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I wonder who voiced it.
We got to see a lot of cool suits.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
was your favorite?
I mean, I love when he lands on the red and blue because, you know, those are the classic. But I did kind of like the white.
I like the white one too.
I also like the opening one with the puffy shirt and the big wrist thing. I like that.
I liked it.
yeah.
I liked it for like it being his first suit, but
Yeah.
I could see like, yeah, I don't know. I do hope he gets to wear more suits.
Like if they make Spider-Man 3 the video game, you know for a fact these suits are going to be selectable in that animation style. Without question, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Again, the animation style really lends itself to Spider-Man in a cool way.
No, it was great, especially like watching him swing through the cities and the way.
Yes.
Incredible.
I don't know. It had like this cool like 3D feel to it when you were watching it.
Yeah.
It was a wild, cell shaded, beautiful. Like it was very like somehow both like simple but very detailed. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I loved their take on Norman and Harry.
Yep.
Yeah. I like Norman too. I'm excited for him to become Green Goblin.
Yeah. And I'm glad he didn't right away. I'm glad it's a slow burn.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
Yeah.
I want him to be like the big bad.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to one day there being a kingpin. You know what
Oh, yeah, you're right. We've seen
We
Daredevil.
saw
That was pretty
Daredevil.
cool.
Well, dude, also
That was a good fight, too.
just to bring the show Daredevil in for a moment. In the last episode, Kingpin mentions Spider-Man. He says people that
He
dress up in
does.
spiders, which made me be like, dude, can we get a fucking Spider-Man cameo in the Daredevil show? Because I would love to see like Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin fight Spider-Man.
Yeah. I would love to see that. I mean, my wish is for street level Spidey, so
Yeah,
him versus
exactly.
Kingpin in some way.
That'd be sick.
Please.
It'd be so cool.
Even just a scene with him. I think Tom Holland and Vincent D'Onofrio would just put on a great,
Yeah. Well, I sent you
Dramatic
that
scene.
clip of where Charlie Cox does an impression of Tom Holland and Vincent
I
D'Onofrio.
did
had
see
to
that,
guess who
yeah.
it was, and he goes Tom, and I was like, I wonder if they like filmed something together for Daredevil
Yeah. Interesting.
because they haven't worked together on anything. So why would he know that that's his, like impression?
Another thing, like, and I don't know why they haven't done this already, but I think it would just be easy. I think we talked about this in the Hawkeye episode because it came out right after No Way Home.
Yeah.
You don't need Tom Holland for this. Why can't you just like CGI Spider-Man swinging in the background of New York City, you know?
True. We could totally have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be enough for me, honestly.
Yeah, I don't need him to like play a role, but a cameo would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Tom Holland, not really my Spider-Man, if I'm being honest.
Same.
Not my Spider-Man, but I don't have hate
Who's
for
your
him.
fave? Do you guys have a favorite?
Tobes.
Yeah.
You talking about?
And for me, it's Tobes,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Tobey
What-
Maguire.
Who's better than Tobes? Andrew?
Toby Keith.
Come on, bro. Oh, hey. Now
That's my Spider-Man.
That's what we need is the country Spider-Man.
Oh boy.
I ain't as
Don't
good
get me
as
wrong,
I once was.
I was never a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but in No Way Home, I thought Andrew Garfield like changed my mind about how
I
he
agree.
could play Peter Parker.
Oh, he said, no way, Jose.
He's not my favorite. I liked it.
I actually liked him more. I liked him more in Amazing #1 than I did in.
I
and
liked his Spider-Man and Amazing. I liked those movies. They weren't like, I liked for what they were trying to
Amazing 2 sucked.
We should do episodes. On
We should
those
do episodes
movies.
on them. I would rewatch them.
And I think if I remember correctly, Amazing 1 was solid as AF.
Yeah.
And Amazing 2 was a big old stinky doo-doo ball.
Yeah.
I really liked his costume in Amazing too. I thought that was a great.
And
costume.
Yeah,
I
the
think
costumes were never
I think there
bad,
were
yeah.
good aspects. Like and
The
Andrew
swinging looked nice.
Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone were both great. There were just also some terrible things.
And that's great casting too. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Andrew Garfield swinging. He was the only Spider-Man to be doing like tricks while swinging and shit, which I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, yeah.
They justified it with that skateboard scene.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the skateboard scene.
The Peter Parker in this though was classic Peter Parker.
Classic.
The voice was
Nerd.
down pat.
Yeah, nerd. Everything was great. The way he was like smart and witty, but also kind of like a goober. Like he was charming, but also
Yes.
kind of annoying.
It was interesting. Like in classic Spider-Man, maybe you would have, and you don't have it here. You don't even have the MCU version of Flash Thompson here,
Yeah.
or someone bullying him. The way he's bullied is kind of like intellectually when he's with the other student
Yeah.
interns
I think
at the job.
It's a reflection that in real life, it is the smart people, the nerds, who are bullies,
Yeah, and that for sure.
and they're evil.
They're evil.
I like the excuse of those interns from all like Amadeus Cho. And,
Yeah.
all
Oh, they
of
made
them.
him such a douche.
Yeah, he was
Such
such
a
a douche.
He's not like that in the
I
comics.
like I kind of don't give a fuck about him as a character.
I know you hate
Yeah.
Amadeus Cho,
I'm
but
not really
I think
a big Amadeus Cho fan.
I
either.
feel like we could see him be Hulk in the show then. We have someone from Wakanda
True.
on that team
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
all I was saying was just that I like the excuse for that is Norman narrowed down to 4 kids who could be Spider-Man, and those were the 4.
Yeah.
I did like that. I thought that was cool too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
one of them was already actually undercover. We found that out at the end. She was helping Daredevil. She was
Yeah,
Daredevil's sidekick.
she-
Who- I don't remember her, but I had definitely read stuff with her.
Yeah, and then I saw like how Dr. Connors is a female in this.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that too.
So we know Lizard is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, their teacher.
Yeah, who was their teacher supposed to be? I was trying to figure
Guess
that
The
who?
out.
wizard.
Do you know who voiced that motherfucker?
Who?
Who?
Paul F. Tompkins.
Really?
nice.
Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah, that was Paul at PFT, baby.
Now that you say it, yeah, I can totally hear it.
I could hear it. But yeah, he's the wizard. He's a Fantastic Four villain,
Oh,
an enemy of
really?
Reed Richards.
I was wondering, he has like a Mr. McSpidlick look to him.
He did, yeah. But he's one of those like, I'm so smart. Fuck you, Reed Richards. I will get you. Like, I'll make my own Fantastic Four, but they're evil.
Yeah,
So he definitely has those vibes already.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I said, they pack so much lore. If you could see it,
so much lore, so much heart.
I don't have a single flaw or anything to critique. This is
hell no.
almost a flawless piece of work.
I would say that there's an argument for this being one of, in the past, however long. I don't even know where you would put the limit.
I go
But
by
one of
post
the-
Endgame era. Is what
Okay,
I call
well,
it.
Yeah,
post
that's fair.
Endgame, I would say there's an argument for maybe the only thing that would be better than it would be 97. For me, would be X-Men 97, which I might even, as we're talking about it, move 97 down to being on par.
Exactly. Told you guys.
I might say it's on par for me.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if it's still clear as 97, but it, like I said, it gave the same feeling for that 97 did for the X-Men for me that this does it for Spider-Man.
For me, I would say it's only those two and Across the Spider-Verse for me. Everything post Endgame.
Nice.
Yeah.
But Across the Spider-Verse also isn't MCU.
That's true. It's Sony.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying that Marvel projects, you know.
Oh, and he should appear in the next Spider-Verse if it ever actually gets made.
That's true.
This Peter Parker should pop up there.
That would be cool. I'd like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be different.
He's earned his spot.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like the fights are really cool. Like he feels like a Spider-Man that gets beat up a lot, which is
He gets
awesome
the shit
to see.
kicked out of him, especially by Scorpion.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
their first
Yeah.
fight in the warehouse, Scorpion wipes the floor with him.
Yeah. Scorpion usually does too. You know, he's that kind of villain.
Yeah.
I loved that fight scene where he was fighting that couple.
Yeah, that was cool too.
He had a good one. That's why he was also, once again, like, he had his classic Spider-Man quips.
Yeah.
But he was like, what
Yeah.
dating app did you guys meet on?
Yeah. Dude, it's fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
people are all dope. The art is awesome.
Oh, the soundtrack was great, especially the theme song.
Yeah, they had some good music, to be honest.
Bussin'.
Yeah.
I did
all
like
the
the
time.
theme song. I like the incorporation of the classic Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then, like, it went into, like, yo, Spider-Man's crazy.
Yeah, to like an MF Doom style flow.
Yeah. No, it was sweet.
Yeah, or I would even say more like Deltron 3030 or something, like Del the Funky Homo Sapien, you know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. No, it was fucking cool. Hot, fresh, sexy.
It was fun. It
Everything
was-
you need.
I want to see the next season. Like,
Yeah.
I love how,
Yeah.
you know, like it kind of ends. Okay, so like we know that Norman Osborn is going to become the Green Goblin, but nothing really hinted that he was on his way there yet. Like,
Yeah.
like talking to himself or anything. We saw he has a glider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has a glider. We know Doc Ock is still planning some ish.
Right. And he doesn't really have, he's not Dr. Octopus yet.
Yet.
He's still Octavius at this point.
Well, dude, but there's that part. You see all the plans he drew in jail, and he
Yeah.
stands next to it, and it's like the tentacles behind him.
Right.
I like
So
that.
we know it's coming. Yeah, for sure.
We know Lonnie Lincoln is turning into Tombstone.
Right.
His skin
Yeah.
is turning white.
We know they're getting a second season, but for how much they're going to do, I don't know.
I feel like this is like a really dope, slow build up to the Sinister Six.
Maybe.
I'd be down for that.
We do see that a piece of the symbiote stays and Norman captures it.
Yep.
I think it could be two things. And so going back to what you're saying, like you said two things, Jake, that it reminded me of the Spider-Man game, so I could see Harry getting it,
Yeah.
right?
I can see that.
Another thing I could see is we haven't seen Norman become Green Goblin, but the quote unquote Venom that was here kind of looked more like a beast. Like it had like cloven hooves,
Yeah.
right? Like it wasn't,
It
it was
did.
more monster than man.
Yeah, because I feel like symbiotes always kind of look like a monstrous version of the host. So I just took it that like it was possessing.
It was attached to somebody.
Yeah, or something.
Oh, gotcha. See, for some reason, I didn't even think that. I just felt
I
like
didn't
it was
either. I just thought that was this version.
yeah.
Oh,
so
see, I
either
think
way,
if it takes over a person, it'll be way more person-like.
see, this is okay. So this was the point I was going to make. That piece came from such a monstrous piece, right?
Yeah.
That okay. So if you've seen Ultimate Green Goblin, he's more of a monster,
Yeah.
right? He's big. He's more of a Hulk. And I could see that happening where if he got the symbiote, like again, because it changes so much of the Spider-Man lore that I don't think this is too far-fetched
Yeah.
that a symbiote would make him Green Goblin. Or they mentioned Gamma a lot. So maybe he's going to be Gamma Green Goblin, which also kind of tracks. Like
Yeah.
if you told me Green Goblin was Gamma powered, I would say, oh, that kind of,
That
Yeah,
makes
because he
sense.
is a
That kinda makes
beast.
sense. right. But so I think that's where the symbiote comes into play. But either way, like just the fact that it's making me like speculate on what's next, I know it did its job.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Dude, it's a banger. It's a certified
It is
banger.
a certified banger.
Yep. And like we said, 666 all around. Satan be gone for now. I'm safe.
Yeah. No, I
You
I
ready?
love that. I literally I kind of want them to just work on this show like ASAP. Give us a second season.
No.
And we don't even like we're at a half hour, but I think that's like fine enough because like again, like just go watch this if you haven't, first of all. But
It's
also
not even
like
a lot of episodes. The episodes are like
yeah.
in a good way. Like they're short and sweet.
What
you
is
know?
it,
Like,
10? 10 half hour or 8 half hour?
I think it's 8.
Yeah,
8 half hours.
yeah, 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
And like it's just so visually stunning. Like
Yeah.
just watch it.
I would
you know,
totally
like,
rewatch this, honestly.
dude.
Yes. Deserves a rewatch.
Dude.
I bet we'd catch more stuff too, like maybe in the
Yeah.
background of shit.
For sure. Like I know I'm sure I'm forgetting certain
I'll
things.
probably would try to rewatch it before season 2 drops. Like
Yeah.
like wait until around then.
Yeah.
Good idea. But I think that's coming soon. Like, and that's great because I
Really?
hate waiting so long between, seasons for shows.
Also, I mean, I know we're going to do an episode on it soon, but they announced that Robert Kirkman's going to try to have move Invincible's schedule up to yearly now, finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, like for instance, Daredevil, right? Like it is a continuation of the Netflix shows, but I haven't seen those in so long. Like it's
Dude, last season came out 7 years ago.
yeah, see, like, but the show doesn't depend on that, which I think is good if anyone was on the fence. Like, it's not like you have to remember what happened necessarily, although there are elements for sure.
Yeah. I actually didn't even finish.
Yeah, I mean, for some of the characters you do, like, because someone was asking me, he's like, do I have to rewatch? I was like, the first seasons? I was like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But, like, you won't know who a lot of people are if you've never seen.
Right.
Like, you won't know who Karen or Foggy is or Bullseye. Or, like,
Right.
now that I'm saying it, like, you won't know a lot, I feel like.
I guess so, yeah. But like it's that thing is what I mean by that is even if you saw it 7 years ago, you remember Karen and Foggy and Bullseye and all that stuff. So that's why I don't think it's so necessary. If like meaning like I almost was like hesitant at first to watch the show because I was like, I'm gonna forget all that shit.
It kind of makes me want to go back and watch the old ones now.
Exactly. That was my next point. Yeah. Because the first 3 episodes had blown me away. So
far, it seems like Marvel is kind of doing good, and I like it seems like all their smaller projects are cooler than their fucking movies.
Well, what have we been saying for years? We've been saying, take it to the streets. Stop making everything.
We have been saying it literally.
we're on record.
Yeah, we've been saying it.
Kevin Feige, we know you're listening.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, did they just decide on really shitty projects, or was it like?
I think they just saw the money and they thought
They
we
were
have
like,
so
let's
much IP,
churn it out.
we could cash
Yeah.
in on anything. And
Because it was interesting that they even brought Daredevil back, and presumably all the other Defenders are going to pop up in this show.
in the
I've heard
show,
I've heard rumors. Yeah,
whoa, you've heard vague whispers?
I've heard more than vague whispers. Like I can almost guarantee we're going to see Jessica Jones played by Kristen Ritter, Luke Cage.
I love Kristen Ritter, man.
Iron Fist, probably not. What's his name? The dude from Game of
That's
Thrones.
fine.
Probably,
I don't care.
probably. There was an actress that becomes Iron Fist at the end of the Colleen Wing. That's the character.
You watched it to know that someone else.
No,
became
I didn't
Iron
watch Iron
Fist?
Fist. No, I only watched a YouTube video,
Oh,
so
okay.
I never have to watch it.
yeah.
And
Iron
then of
Fist
course we're getting
sucked.
Punisher, so we know all the Netflix
Yeah,
people
we
are
know
back.
Punisher is going to be in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess all I'm saying is I wonder if Disney was just like you guys are saying, we need the money, so let's bring back Daredevil, or was it just something they needed to develop? Everything coming out now seems like the cooler stuff. And we were
Exactly.
kind of sacked with stuff that either
Moon Knight and Secret
Yeah.
Invasion and all this dumb shit.
Secret Invasion was such a not a money maker, a money waster. Like they spent so much money on
So
Secret
much.
Invasion. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, and it sucked so much.
It sucked ass.
So
Yeah.
same with Moon Knight, balls, dude, and even their movies like Love and Thunder,
Balls.
dude,
Quantumania balls.
yeah,
Balls, big
Quantumania
balls.
balls.
It was just too spotty. Wakanda Forever was pretty good, but it was in the middle of a shit sandwich. You know?
I don't think I would give it as much though. I think I would probably drop.
No, it wasn't a perfect movie, but I liked it. I definitely liked that.
I kind of
movie.
rewatched some of it not too long ago and I liked it.
Okay, maybe I'll give it another
Yeah,
chance.
I didn't. I thought it was like a shining thing.
I also thought
in
that
the middle.
Namor was still the coolest part about it.
Yeah, it introduced Namor for sure.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. What else? There was. I can't think of any other MCU projects that I liked during that time.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We were just thrown a lot of
doo
stuff
doo
we didn't
caca.
like. And characters we don't care about. Seriously, that's why I'm saying now we have Daredevil and X-Men and more Spider-Man and Fantastic Four.
Dude, Marvel ruined Moon Knight for me. I don't know if I'll ever like Moon Knight, the character.
I don't know. I still really like that comic we read.
Remember you told us this rumor, and we still don't know if it's true, but that Oscar Isaac would come back as Apocalypse.
It's so not true.
Definitely not true. I was,
But I mean,
yeah.
if he's going to be in the movie as Moon Knight, and they have him, and this is a whole multiverse thing, to just see, when they say that, I don't expect him to be a main character, but just as a cameo and because he's also Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah.
So it kind of it's a weird rumor, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Also those storyboards, did we talk about those? It kind of shows you what's
Concept
happening
art?
in Doomsday. Yeah. some cool things. I don't know. They're going by the comic Secret Wars, and
also, but
that's really cool.
Someone made a good point. He's like, also like concept art is one thing. A lot of concepts, like shit in concept art, never makes the film.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, because I've seen concept art that's nowhere near the same as, but the stuff they were showing, if that is what the secret,
it looks cool.
Makes sense.
It looks great. But what irks me is that however cool Doom looked in the concept art, and make no mistake, he looked awesome.
Yeah.
The fact that RDJ is behind the mask, like, still really kills it for me.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, no. Like, I want some like European act. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I'll give him the chance, but it's not something I'm looking forward to.
Want somebody tall.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want Doom's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like,
fuck
Doom
around.
is a big, imposing guy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would almost assume that he wouldn't even, except for like certain scenes, he would mostly not be in the costume.
Like actual RDJ behind it. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I hate
But
that
then-
even more.
then why
I
even-
want
I
him
know,
in the
'cause
costume.
He's making bank just to be a voice. Hey,
Boo. I say boo boo.
I want him in the costume.
I'm not saying that is the case, but I could,
Dude,
you know.
I think the only way this movie is gonna, I think RDJ being in the movie is gonna kill it for me. I think
I'm gonna give it a chance, but I'm not hyped on it in the slightest.
Yeah, if it makes me want to spit in Feige's face.
Well, also, what I was gonna say is that if we ever do see Apocalypse back on the big screen, and I hope we do, I also want a comic accurate Apocalypse. I want.
Oh, yeah, no,
I want like
yeah.
a huge fucking Apocalypse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want him to be a beefcake, and I want him to be
Like just CGI him. I don't
yeah,
want. Some,
I want him to
like,
be.
You know what I mean?
I want a minimum to be Thanos sized.
Exactly. Thanos sized.
Thanos level too.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't just be one and done.
Yeah,
he should
no,
be like the guy
exactly.
you build up to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And even to the
he's-
point where like maybe you don't even like beat him, but then eventually have him like Krakoa era, have them work with him and shit.
Yeah. That could be part of his story from the get-go, you know?
That'd be sick. Yeah. I would love that.
I mean, also they could like think of how like if they gave him like in one of the movies, like the big bad are his 4 horsemen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not even him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah.
And there's so much drama to that because usually he's corrupting 4 of the
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be way cooler than RDJ doing anything. I don't want I want RDJ gone.
Really? I like him in movies. I don't need him to be back in the MCU. Like, let him
Yeah.
stay away. Like, we get
Yeah.
it. He was awesome as Tony Stark.
He defined Tony Stark.
and he killed it,
Yeah.
and he did help build and carry the MCU, but now it's time for it to stand on its own. And just like a
Yeah.
little baby, it can't.
Yeah.
I feel like he's really only going to be Doom for those 2 movies. And I just heard one little tidbit,
What?
and like,
What?
this is me coming back on the hype train.
I
So,
don't
like,
know,
if you guys
dude.
don't want to hop on yet,
I don't
it's
want to
okay,
hop
but
on. You
that's
keep
okay, you
shoving
guys-
this ticket in my face, and I
I know.
keep
Like,
slapping it away.
I got 2 tickets to paradise.
Not
man.
good.
But just that's something, I don't know if it was Kevin Feige who said it, or maybe it's the Russo brothers. And they were saying that like if Endgame was definitely like an ending point, like this is not an ending point, this is a starting point. So knowing Secret Wars is about mashing the multiverse together and then coming out with just one single Marvel universe that takes like, you know, all the parts you want. That's what I could see going forward, meaning like it's not like a full, and they even said this, it's not going to be a full reboot of the MCU, but like definitely picking and choosing, meaning not to give them credit or to even defend their shittiness, but they could act like Secret Invasion never happened if they want to.
I mean,
In fact, they probably will because no one watched it. Wasting money.
They might as well.
They
So
have
they're gonna have
to.
their cake and eat it too. They're gonna just give us the good stuff that most people like.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? And then the other stuff isn't gonna count anymore to make it less complicated, probably.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
And it'll be cool to see them move on to a new generation of actors and stuff like that.
okay, and that's my point. Like, I think RDJ is just kind of like how in wrestling you bring back a legend, and especially Disney needs a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Like more than anything, yes, that's who they just need, the big face to come back. Like literally bringing The Rock back, but The Rock's a bad guy now. So like that's just who he is. He's playing the heel, but like I really think like maybe, you know, he's doomed for those movies. The mask comes off or something happens, and then he's now a different actor.
That could be cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I just don't see him being RDJ forever.
Hey,
I hope that's the case, and that they don't like in fact that RDJ is Doom and they do beat Doom, and then that means no more Doom. Because then it's like, well, cool, you wasted one of the best Marvel villains.
Yeah, I don't want them to waste Doom either.
I don't want him to be wasted on RDJ. I want a fucking dope actor to take him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want him to be amazing.
Yeah.
Make Doom great.
Hey Cody,
again.
how come sometimes when I'm talking, you just like start rolling your eyes like the Undertaker?
What are you talking about? What was I doing?
You did some crazy shit.
It was like,
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm high as hell.
that's hilarious.
Your soul left your body is what I'm saying.
Ooh, dude,
I
you
wonder
sucked
what
the soul
happened.
right out of Cody.
Whoa, Anthony.
Soul sucker.
Soul sucker. Soul snatcher.
No, I don't know. I do think this is one of the best aspects of the Marvel universe. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep. More of this,
Facts.
please.
Yeah. I'd rather have this any day. Also, I like this over shows like My Adventures with Superman and
Yeah.
Cape Crusader.
I liked Cape Crusader. That show
Oh,
was,
we didn't do an
dude,
episode
that show
on
was
that. I need
great.
to watch
What are you guys
it.
talking about? Did you even finish
didn't-
it, Cody? No.
I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish either of those shows, so like I have no comment.
It was great. Cape Crusader was awesome. I'm kind of bummed that we haven't talked about it. It's a really good Batman show.
A lot of stuff did come out at once, and like what used to be like projects here and there, and we were covering everything, even in the MCU. There's just too much coming out. We don't.
Dude, I mean, we got Cape Crusader. We have so much that we've missed.
I say we do a
Yeah,
Cape
so-
Crusader episode.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
it was
would,
actually
I
it
would
was
do
actually a
it.
good show.
I'd be down.
Like it was not bad at the slightest.
Okay, I'd be down. Also,
I'll watch it after Invincible.
yeah, I think we need to hit Invincible while people.
I still gotta finish season 2.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a
that's
quick
my
dude.
problem.
I binged the whole thing in a weekend. It's a pretty quick watch. I mean, it's
Yeah.
also the internet's ablaze with talk. Honestly,
I believe.
I feel like Invincible would kind of be appealing. I feel like a lot of normies.
Normies.
Yeah, like people who aren't like necessarily huge comic nerds or just like you know what I mean? They don't keep up with every superhero thing, but I think they like Invincible.
Nice.
Also, I want to say motherfucking what was I gonna say? Damn. Oh, I saw this dope article or something where somebody was talking about how Invincible proves that it's not that people aren't experiencing superhero fatigue, that it's just Marvel doesn't do a lot of great stuff.
I don't.
That's totally
I've always
fair.
told people I don't think it's superhero fatigue. I think it's Marvel fatigue.
Yeah, I think people are
Yeah.
tired of boring.
Doo-doo fatigue.
Yeah, dude, it's just like boring, palatable
It's like
nonsense.
sepsis. It's like having cinematic sepsis. You know.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
That's a good name for something.
there you
Yeah, that's something.
go. That's a Jake original, by the way.
Like if Jake had his own like syndicated, radio show nationwide,
Ooh.
just like this is.
Ooh, that could be a good podcast, and you talk about really shitty
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Or like really scathing about it.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
You sit on a toilet now
Yeah, you do the podcast in the bathroom.
while you're taking a shit. Like,
I'd have no issues.
Well,
hey guys,
What?
know what isn't shit?
this
This
shit.
fucking podcast.
This. Oh yeah,
I mean,
we are the
that
shit.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say this show.
the show
No.
is great.
Oh yeah, we already rated.
We already
Never
gave
mind.
it a 6. You guys
Yeah.
go check
Check
out
it
all our
out.
other Spider-Man episodes. We have quite a few.
No, we. Oh, do we?
No, we
have a
only have
couple.
one. You're right. Wait,
No, wait.
We have the Austin. We did Spider-Man with Austin.
Oh, the movie. Yeah,
we did
yeah.
No Way Home with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that might
And we
be
did
it.
J. Michael Straczynski Spider-Man, which you guys didn't really like, but
Yeah, I
so
did.
we're gonna do Spider-Man Blue. We're gonna do Spider-Man.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Blue.
Spider-Man Blue's coming out.
coming up.
Yeah.
I'm
You already
pumped.
know.
We're doing that after Hawkeye, I'd say. Or maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also coming up, Last Ronin, The Lost Years. We talked about that.
Yes.
We have Wonder Woman Dead Earth coming up too.
Boom.
With the Oblivion Bar podcast. Those boys came on.
The boys.
Fallout. We gotta put that Fallout.
Yeah, let's put that out
episode.
already.
I know. We just had a lot of Batman. We
We gotta put out we got some dope shit coming.
We got a lot of shit,
yeah. It's gonna go we're about to go bananas.
Go to comicsandchronic.com so you can see what we have out, coming out. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Patreon has like 10 or 12 episodes that haven't been released yet.
Yeah, it's all for
Yeah.
you, exclusive.
Yeah. So also, if you haven't yet, fucking Anthony's got a motherfucking Kickstarter.
Facts.
Oh yeah, the Kickstarter's still out during this time. Yeah. Oh yeah, Super Guy Kickstarter, it's out now. Hopefully it's been funded by this point, but if it hasn't been, go back. Even if it has
Just
been,
keep giving
just
money.
keep giving me money.
Also, the last thing I wanted to tell you guys something crazy. Guess who reached out and wants to do a show in Morgantown at some point?
Dina Husham.
No. Cam
Bill
Patterson.
Cosby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Cam Patterson. He
Yeah.
started on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wait, he reached out? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Like his agent was like, oh, we hear there's good shows.
Nice.
We want to bring them.
Dude, do it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm honestly, I think I might, I'm torn between doing like early show, late show, or
Cody's slowly entering the Tony Hinchcliffe, Joe Rogan sphere of comedy.
yeah, I'm either going to
Knew
do an
it.
early show, late show at 123 or the theater I had Hannibal in. Because I think he would crush with that college. I think the college kids would show up full force for this guy.
We hope so too. But we hope you guys show up full force for us. Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.